Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Teresa Giudice hangs up on host after on-air interview goes rogue. Some things are better left in the past, if you ask Teresa Giudice. The RHONG shockingly hung up during a live TV interview after the reporter went rogue with unacceptable questions. Keep reading to find out what sent the Bravo Liberty off the rails and her latest thoughts on returning to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Bravo fans fear that the end is near for the Real Housewives of New Jersey as they know it. Teresa Giudice is the last original housewife remaining on the show from the first season. Bravo has yet to reveal if the show is getting an entirely new cast or returning at some point with the same cast. Season 14 ended last summer with an intense battle between the ladies of the cast. They couldn't even film the season finale together. The fractured cast led to rumors that Bravo was canceling the show. The network revealed the schedule for the rest of 2025, and it didn't include The Real Housewives of New Jersey or The Real Housewives of New York. Andy Cohen insists neither show is canceled. Shortly after the season 14, Teresa Giudice and her sister-in-law Melissa Gorga both implied they wouldn't return if the other did. The in-laws have been locked in a bitter feud for over a decade. As fans continue to worry about the future of RHONG, Teresa Giudice has seemed to back off her previous claim that she wouldn't return for season 15 if Melissa did. Teresa Giudice was interviewed by Chicago's WGN Morning News this week ahead of an appearance at Zany's Comedy Nightclub in Rosemont, Illinois, on June 29th. The interview got off to a bad start almost immediately when the new show played a clip of Teresa's table flipping and other outbursts. When asked if she regretted any of it, Teresa shortly replied, "Obviously, I've been on TV 18 years. The topic turned to whether she's returning to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa replied, "I hope. I'm the OG, yes. We'll see what happens. You have to ask Bravo for that." Things only got worse from there. Teresa Giudice has been a reality TV star since The Real Housewives of New Jersey debuted in 2009. Viewers have watched her lose her temper for years, including the infamous table flip during the season 1 finale. Despite years of interviews, it seems Teresa Giudice still can't control her temper. Teresa and her ex-husband, Joe Giudice, pleaded guilty to tax fraud in 2014. She served 11 months in prison. Her ex served 3 years and was deported to Italy after his release. He's since moved to the Bahamas and started a new career. Out of nowhere, the television hosts brought up the arrest during a live TV interview. One host asked Teresa Giudice why a family doesn't pay for years. The RHONG star was initially confused, asking what family he was talking about. He clarified that he was asking about the fraud charges. Teresa Giudice immediately cut the interview short. "Okay, I'm hanging up. Let's just hang up." "That's it," she said before closing her laptop and ending the interview. The clip went viral immediately. Paying taxes is a recurring problem for Teresa Giudice. Her current husband, Louis Rulis, was recently hit with a huge tax lion. Do you think Teresa Giudice overreacted by ending the interview after questions about the previous tax fraud? Sound off in the comments. It was supposed to be a routine promotional interview. Teresa Giudice, Real Housewives of New Jersey icon, cookbook author, and perennial headline magnet, was dialing in for a mid-morning spot on a popular syndicated radio show. The goal? A few laughs, a little gossip, and a plug for her latest business venture, a line of sparkling wines called Giudice Bubbles. But in true Housewives fashion, what started bubbly ended with a bang. Listeners tuning in to The Morning Grind with Jake and Lexi were treated to more drama than they bargained for when the segment with Giudice quickly spiraled from fun to fiery. What ensued was a masterclass in media meltdowns and ended with Teresa abruptly hanging up on the host mid-sentence. She did what? The segment began innocently enough. Jake, the show's resident jokester, made a few light remarks about Teresa's well-known table flip. Has that table recovered? He quipped. Teresa chuckled politely. Lexi, the more measured co-host, steered the conversation toward the wine line, asking about flavor notes and inspiration. Then came the left turn. At minute 7 of the 10-minute segment, Jake pivoted hard. Okay, Teresa, we have to ask. What's the deal with the rumors about you and Louis in Italy? Are you guys scouting for wedding venues again, or just avoiding Jersey? There was a moment of silence, the kind that would make even Bravo producers cringe. I thought we were talking about wine, Teresa responded coolly, her Jersey accent sharpening like a stiletto heel on marble. This is a business interview. Jake laughed, mistakenly thinking she was in on the joke. Come on, Tre. You know we have to throw a little Housewives in there. Our audience lives for this stuff. Wrong move. Teresa's voice shifted. You know what? This is exactly why I don't do these kinds of shows. You're disrespectful. Lexi, sensing the incoming explosion, tried to salvage the moment. Teresa, we totally respect your boundaries. We just thought the fans might like a little behind-the-scenes tea. But Teresa wasn't having it. I came on here to talk about my brand, my business. If you want gossip, go talk to someone who has time for fake stories. I'm done with this. A soft click echoed through the speakers. Then, dead air. A Real Housewife exit. Listeners were stunned. Twitter, or rather X, exploded. Hashtags like hashtag Teresa Unplugged and hashtag Giudice gone were trending within the hour. Memes of her slamming a phone on Jake's head were everywhere. One popular edit even paired the hang-up moment with Adele's Hello, Pure Internet Magic. Jake, caught off guard, tried to save face. Well, I guess that's one way to end an interview, he joked, but the tension in the studio was palpable. Lexi gave him a look that said, I told you not to poke the bear. By noon, producers confirmed Teresa's team had canceled all follow-up appearances scheduled for the next 2 weeks. A publicist later issued a brief statement. Teresa is a passionate entrepreneur focused on her growing brand. She values respectful conversations and wishes the best for the hosts. Behind the scenes, sources say Teresa was livid. She felt blindsided, one insider revealed. She was told it would be strictly about her business ventures. She's done playing the reality TV clown. The real drama behind the drama. Those familiar with Giudice's media strategy weren't surprised. After over a decade on Bravo, several legal scandals, a divorce, remarriage, and a deeply scrutinized personal life, Teresa has been increasingly vocal about setting boundaries. I'm not the same woman I was 10 years ago, she told People earlier this year. I've evolved, and if people can't evolve with me, they don't get access. Still, critics argue that you can't build an empire on reality drama and then pretend the spotlight doesn't follow you. One entertainment journalist tweeted, if Teresa wants to stop being asked about the drama, maybe stop profiting from it. Her fans, however, weren't having it. The Trehuggers, as they call themselves, flooded the station's Instagram with clapping emojis and words of support. You go girl, one wrote. You don't know anyone your personal life. Where do we go from here? In the aftermath, the morning grind capitalized on the chaos. The next day, they aired a segment called Celebrity Hang-Ups, featuring a countdown of the most iconic live interview walkouts. Teresa's was ranked number 3, just behind Mariah Carey's infamous headset toss and Tom Cruise's 2005 Couch Leap Fallout interview.